Air traffic control over Fisk and at Oshkosh is currently offline. Simventure air traffic controllers will only be stopping these positions during the published event times, which can be found at pilotedge.net/Simventure. NOTAM procedures are not in effect at this time. The common track advisory frequency is 118.5 for non-event hours.
Oshkosh 8 at information Alpha. Wind calm, visibility 10. Sky clear, altimeter 2992. VFR arrival and departure procedures in effect. Arriving runway 27, 36 left, and 36 right. Pages 20 or 22 of the NOTAM. Departing runway 36 left at intersection Papa 5. Aircraft inbound for the Fisk arrive, proceed to Green Lake to join the Fisk arrival and monitor Fisk approach on 120.7 for runway assignment and frequency. Arriving aircraft must be familiar with runway exit procedures. Refer to the bottom of pages 20 or 22 for your specific runway's exit procedure at landing. Upon arrival, pilots wishing to depart immediately shall follow the flagman. They'll guide you back to the runway for takeoff. Arrivals wishing to exit parking shall follow the flagman until they see signage for parking. All Oshkosh departures refer to procedures on page 23 of NOTAM. Pull out of the designated parking area and follow the flagman to runway 36 left at Papa 5. Monitor tower on 118.9 and be listening and ready to go upon reaching the runway. All pilots must set their simulators to VFR weather conditions with calm wind. Exit procedures. Refer.
We are using the Green Lake transition to begin the Fisk arrival. If you're arriving via the Green Lake transition, maintain 1,890 knots. If you're unable to maintain 90 knots and need to go faster, that's 135 knots at 2,300. I'll pick you up by aircraft type and color. About half mile away from, or about a mile from Fisk. About half mile on trail if you could. Information Alpha, we're landing runway 36 left and 36 right, and also runway 27 on pages 20 and 22 in the NOTAM. Please don't overtake aircraft at your same altitude and do not S-turn to build spacing. If you're too close in front of you, break it off, return to the Green Lake transition and try to pick up another aircraft that you can follow all the way to the Oshkosh Airport. As we approach Fisk, we need you directly over those railroad tracks. Directly over those railroad tracks. I'll pick you up by type of aircraft and color.
Yeah, everybody's converging on Green Lake. Listen to the ATIS, I'm listening to the approach. Alright, time to get configured. That's awesome. Hey, guys. All right. just a little bit. Yeah. It's me off.
Fistic approach, 8 Lima Mike.
8 Lima Mike, approach.
Good afternoon, sir. Before this gets a little too crowded, being a repeat customer to this event from last year, just want to take a moment and say thank you for your participation. This makes it all so worthwhile.
Yeah, no problem. I appreciate it, and yeah, just get me warm up for the real thing and next week.
Roger that. Enjoy that pink shirt. You've earned them.
I appreciate it. Thank you. All aircraft inbound to the Fisk arrival. Welcome to Oshkosh. Wind's currently calm, altimeter 29992. We're using the Green Lake transition to begin the Fisk arrival. As you arrive at the Green Lake transition, maintain 1,890 knots, or if you're unable to, maintain 2,335 knots. I'll pick out an aircraft at the same altitude and to follow. Remain about a half mile behind that aircraft in front of you. Do not overtake the aircraft. Maintain your same altitude. No over-unders, no side-by-sides, no S-turns. If you need to build spacing, you break it off, go back to the Green Lake transition, and try it again. We're using pages 20 and 22 of the NOTAMs. That's runway 26 left, 26 right, and, or correction, 36 left and 36 right, and runway 27 arrivals. I'll pick you up by the type aircraft and color once I see you within the 2 miles of Fisk and assign you what runway you like.
Oh my gosh. There's one here.
Wind's currently calm at the Oshkosh Airport, altimeter 29992. We're using runway 36 left and 36 right. Looks like I have a de Havilland coming up, white and blue coming up on Fisk, about half mile, or correction, a mile. Rock your wings. That's a great rock. De Havilland, you're going to be following, you're going to be assigned to runway 36, and you're going to turn a right turn over Fisk, follow Fisk Avenue, and once you on the eastbound heading, monitor tower 1-2. Not doing it. Remember everyone, page 20 and 22 in the NOTAMs. That's runway 36 left and 36 right, and runway 27. Once you get about half mile from
About now.
Remember, no over-unders, no side-by-sides, half mile on trail, and 1,790 knots, 2,300 and 135 knots. I'll pick you up by type aircraft. Looks like I have some type of Cherokee by Aero, white and blue Aero rocket wings. That's a great rock. That's a great rock. And I'm going to have assign you runway 36. You're going to fly over Fisk and enter a right turn, follow Fisk Avenue. And once you get on that eastbound heading monitor tower, 126.26. Correction, 126.6. That's a great turn. Welcome to the show. Remember, a half mile on trail, no over-unders, no side-by-sides. So it looks like we have a good line coming up the Fisk arrival. We're using the Green Lake transition, everyone. Green Lake transition for the Fisk arrival.
You will be taxiing all the way to the end. There will be no turns off the runway. It'll be a taxi all the way to the end. Off runway 36 left, there will be left turns into the grass. And as with always, follow the flagman, and everybody, welcome to the show. Looks like we got a Cherokee white and blue possibly on the base. Rock your wings. Excellent rock. Nice job for the white and blue Cherokee. Runway 36 left, 36 left. Clear to land on the yellow dot and left turn into the grass. Welcome to the show.
Yellow dot.
Little 4, Oshkosh Tower, you inbound?
Little forward, yes.
Little forward, enter the right base, runway 36 right, and right on the red box, clear to land, roll it all the way to the end.
Okay, right base 36 right, you said red box, little forward?
Little forward, that's correct, red box, clear to land, and roll to the end. Actually, you can take it past the red box if you want. I know it's a long taxi, so just 36 right, enter after the red box, clear to land.
36 right, enter after the red box, little forward.
Aircraft approaching the inner.
And the white and blue Cherokee, nice job. Upon landing, left turn into the grass. Welcome to the show. Looks like a white Comanche crossing the interstate. Rock your wings. Looking for that rock, that Comanche just inside the interstate there, just on the right base. Like you're white, rock the wings for me.
And after that reasonable landing, I taxi right past 2 rows of virtual flag people trying to tell me to go to the right, and I completely screw up the taxi. But that's a topic for another video.